Good afternoon, everyone. We would like to welcome our graduates, families and friends here on what is a very special day for you, your Macquarie University graduation ceremony. Firstly, I would like to ask you all to please ensure that your mobile phone has been switched off. There are a couple of items I need to run through before the ceremony starts. Firstly, you are all welcome to take photographs during the ceremony. However, we do ask that you remain in your seats so that you do not impede the view of the other guests. Under no circumstances should anyone stand in the centre aisle or approach the stage. Please note that this ceremony will be streamed live on the Macquarie University YouTube channel. Should we have a situation that requires us to evacuate the building, please follow the instructions of our security staff. There are 4 exits from the graduation hall, 1 in each corner of the building, 2 in the back corners, and 2 in the front. You will also find our safety information on the back page of your program. Plaques, frames and photography services are available in the atrium building next to the refreshments marquee. If you have pre-ordered a frame or plaque, please make sure you collect it there today. In a moment, the Chancellor of Macquarie University, the Honourable Michael Egan, AO, accompanied by the academic procession, will enter the graduation hall. When the procession has arrived on the stage, Advanced Australia Fair will be performed and you are invited to join in the singing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the academic procession.
Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are young and free, with golden soil and a wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Please be seated. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite Mr. Chris Tobin, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional welcome to country.
Thank you. Orami Budri Midiga Nalawa. Hello and welcome. I belong to one of the local Aboriginal families of the Darug people, the traditional custodians over this part of the country. I wish to thank the University for their acknowledgement of us and for the invitation to welcome you here this afternoon. That acknowledgement is important to our people and much appreciated, particularly by our elders. My family, in fact, descend from Yarramundi, a respected elder and cleverman of the Burrabrongal clan during the early years of colonisation. He saw that our survival in this new world could best be secured if we could learn more about it. So he enrolled his daughter, Bulungari, or Maria, into the native institution, a school set up in 1815 by Governor Macquarie himself, offering formal education to Aboriginal children. She studied there for several years and used her newly acquired skills to lobby and ultimately secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other Aboriginal families soon joined them and became known as the Blackstown, where the present-day city of Blacktown gets its name from. We are very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you today. And with good reason. Your success is our success. Your advancement is our advancement. Now, this is probably better understood in traditional times when camps were smaller and clans abided by strict sharing laws, which meant that the food that you caught that day you brought back and it was distributed throughout the rest of the camp. Your skills and good fortune were thus enjoyed by all. Your efforts literally nourished the rest of the community, and you in turn were looked after by them. Yes, we can live quite beautifully when we do it right. Our Aboriginal ancestors certainly lived well in many respects, and I use occasions like this to recommend them to yourselves as a model or a benchmark on how good to expect our lives today. You see, when Captain Cook arrived here a little over 200 years ago, he described the people he encountered at Botany Bay as one of the happiest people he had met in the world. They had nothing, he wrote, but the tools that they carried. They were naked, they made their shelters from the bark of trees without cutting them down, and harvested food from the earth without tilling it. We had no history of slavery, there was no rich and poor, and no homeless people. People got together and worked together to collect the resources that were needed, and then they were shared out according to strict Aboriginal law. We had no armies, no jails. Our rivers were clean and unpolluted, with people drinking out of them as they have done here for the past 20,000 years. And remember, this is not a dream or an ideal. This was normal life for a very long time and not too long ago. And I don't think there is any reason why we should expect less for ourselves and our children what our ancestors enjoyed. So people, I would say, expect great and wonderful things from your lives. They're meant to be good and we're meant to be happy. And I'm going to encourage you to follow the promptings of that beautiful spirit in you that brought you this far and continue to follow it, and it will take you to a beautiful life too, I'll bet. Together we can create a world that's worthy of our children. We all have our part to play, I have mine by winding up and letting you graduate. Just going to say congratulations to all of you and all the best in our collective futures. Thank you. Welcome to country.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to introduce the Chancellor of Macquarie University, the Honourable Michael Egan.
Well, thank you, Chris Tobin, for your welcome to country. Well, graduands, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and I see we do have a number of boys and girls with us today, and also a couple of babies I've spotted so far. Now, one thing is certain, during a long graduation ceremony, little children and babies are sure to make a noise, and that's just fine. Please don't feel obliged to take them outside. A graduation ceremony is a celebration, and I've yet to see any celebration that's not enhanced by the presence and the sound of children. In any event, we discovered a long time ago that if a child or a baby makes a commotion during a graduation ceremony, they're back within 25 years to take out their first PhD. So it's a good omen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's my very great privilege as Chancellor of Macquarie University to preside at this very important ceremony today. First, I welcome our graduands, and I hope that this will be a very happy and a very memorable occasion for all of you. But it will only be a happy occasion if you all relax. Some of you look happy, some of you look so nervous that you think you're about to enter the exam room rather than collect your degrees. So there is nothing to worry about today. The very worst thing that can happen is that you fall over when you come up here. That's fine, that's happened before, and we've got that covered. That's why all these people are here. They're here to pick you up if you fall over and send you on your way. So please just relax, sit back, and make sure that this is a day that you remember, because you deserve to take pride, great pride in your graduation. Completing a degree is never easy. You need an intelligent and inquiring mind. You need determination and perseverance, and you need to make many sacrifices. So welcome and congratulations to each and every one of you. Today I also want to welcome, and especially welcome, those of you who are sitting on that side of the auditorium or behind our graduates as their invited guests. Because if you think about it for a moment or two, you've all obviously done well. The very fact that you're here, the fact that you've been invited by one of our graduands to share one of the great days of their lives is proof positive that you've been very important in their lives and in the successes that we celebrate today. So mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, cousins, sons and daughters, grandmothers and grandfathers, friends, husbands and wives, partners, boyfriends, girlfriends, lovers or whatever you are, congratulations, and thank you very much for celebrating this great occasion with us. And I don't want you to think either that observing today's graduation is the end of your role. I have another very important service for you to perform for our newest graduates, as they will soon become. I want you to make sure that the degrees they receive today are never ever put in a bottom drawer, but are always proudly displayed in a position of prominence. In other words, if our graduands are too self-effacing to proclaim their success, you make sure that you do it for them. Now, the ceremony that we're about to participate in is one of the world's oldest social rituals. For centuries, graduates have been donning robes just like the ones our graduands are wearing today, and participating in ceremonies just like this one. Indeed, there are some 50 universities in the world which can trace their history back more than 500 years. Macquarie, of course, is relatively young. We celebrated our 50th Jubilee year just last year. We proudly take our name from Australia's greatest colonial governor, Governor Lachlan Macquarie, a man whose greatness and achievements were never ever acknowledged by his contemporaries, but only by history. Now, those of us who went to school in New South Wales learned that Macquarie was a great builder, but his greatest legacy had nothing to do with bricks and mortar. It was the ethos he established that mattered, much to the chagrin of the British authorities, of an egalitarian society, because it was Macquarie's insistence that in this fledgling convict colony there be no distinction between the free and the freed that was the foundation of the Australian notion of a fair go for all. And that is the legacy that here at Macquarie we will always aim to maintain and honour. After our first 50 years, we now have more than 150,000 Macquarie graduates living in more than 140 countries. Macquarie is a very modern and outward-looking university. We're regarded as one of Australia's leading research universities and are currently extending our research as we are our course offerings and our facilities. On your way here this afternoon, you may have seen our Macquarie University Hospital, which is only a few years old. We are the only university in Australia that owns and operates its own private hospital. Now, of course, as well as being used for its primary purpose of treating sick people, it's also used by the postgraduate medical students and academics in our new medical faculty. I might say, it really is a great hospital. The standard of care is second to none, and I can attest to that personally because about 18 months ago I actually was a patient there for 3 days, and I assure you the standard of care is just great, especially if you're the Chancellor. We're also very proud of our still new library, the first university library in Australia with an automated book retrieval system. And only last year we opened our Advanced Hearing Campus, a world-leading institute in hearing and language sciences. So we're looking forward and we're on the move. Here at Macquarie we have a very clear and a very straightforward mission, and that mission is to transform people's lives and to improve the lives not just of our own students but also of people all around the globe by the work and achievements of our graduates and by the fruit of our research. We want Macquarie always to be a leader in teaching and learning and a leader in the accumulation of knowledge and understanding. In other words, an ideal community of scholars. And graduands, in just a few minutes, it will be my very great honour to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you as lifelong members of that community of scholars we proudly call Macquarie University. Now, graduands and ladies and gentlemen, it's now my great pleasure to introduce our occasional speaker, Ms. Sue Close. Following studies in economics, Sue began her career as a strategy analyst in pharmaceuticals based in New York and Paris. After completing her MBA at Kellogg, Sue moved to strategy consulting, working across industries based in London, Hong Kong and Chicago. In the year 2000, she joined the Tribune Publishing in Chicago, responsible for advertising strategy and development. She then moved to News Limited in Australia, taking up a similar role overseeing digital strategy and partnerships in Australia. 2 years ago, she left the big corporate world to become the Chief Operating Officer of Michelle Bridges' 12WBT, Australia's leading online health and fitness company. In this role, she is responsible for the operations of the business and also plays a key role with the Chief Executive Officer and Board, developing the business vision for the future. I now invite Sue to deliver the occasional address. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sue Close.
Thank you. I would like to thank the Chancellor and the Vice-Chancellor, the staff and faculty, distinguished guests, in particular our graduates and their families, for allowing me to join you here today. It is truly a great honour to be here today with you. Graduation is an absolutely incredible accomplishment, and you all should feel very, very proud today. My advice to you is simple: enjoy it. I would echo what the Chancellor said: relax. This is your day, you should be celebrating. There is so much ahead of you, things you can't even imagine yet. And that's the best part, it is so utterly wide open. I remember being at my own graduation many years ago, measured in decades now, and there was this combination of excitement, but also a little bit of nervousness. I kept being asked, the most common question was, what's your plan? So now you've done this, what are you going to do? What's your 5-year plan or your 10-year plan? You're probably hearing that, I see some nodding. And business people are practical people. We like to plan. So I bet some of you are all over it. You've been thinking about the details. Your plans are in place. It's all going to start happening now. Well, I can tell you that I was absolutely convinced that I knew as I sat there back in Philadelphia getting my finance degree. I was going to Wall Street. I would be a financial analyst. I was going to become an investment banker. I'd become a real New Yorker. And I was going to be one of those Wall Street types and make boatloads of money. And then the 1987 stock market crash got in the way. And a lot of us had to scramble. I ended up getting a job in finance at a pharmaceutical company, and I really felt like I was settling. But frankly, I'm a practical person, and I had student loans, and I had to pay the bills, and I had faith that it would get better, and it did. That pharmaceutical company 2 years later needed a finance person in Paris, and I happened to speak French. And so I got my first ever business class plane ticket, and off I went. And it literally changed everything. I realized that I absolutely love working overseas. I love working with people of different backgrounds. I love working in different languages. I absolutely threw myself into the travel opportunities. I loved looking at consumer products and launching them into different markets with different types of people. And I will be honest, I learned to appreciate a very good $5 bottle of wine. After a year and a half, it was time to come back. But that experience really did pay off in a huge way. I was able to go to graduate school to get my MBA at Kellogg. And I'll admit, I sort of got back on a somewhat more predictable path at that point. Strategy consulting for 4 years, working in different industries, which opened up a fantastic strategy role. At the Tribune, the biggest media company in Chicago, it was the late 90s. They were investing loads in the internet, and I was going to join their digital team. But once again, fate got in the way. It was early 2000 by the time I started. And for those who know their history of the stock market, that was the NASDAQ crash. And so the money dried up, and my really cool digital job quickly became a job about managing revenue decline and managing internal teams and dealing with incredible rates of change. But that actually turned out to be okay. I realized something like that is actually a fantastic training ground for helping companies get things done and making things happen. It was a perfect place to actually learn how companies work. So I set aside those dreams of that perfect digital job and just threw myself into it, and it actually started to go pretty well. But then once again, things changed. It was 2007, and we were suffering a little bit of a slowdown. That was the first part of the GFC. And I knew that a newspaper company was probably not the best place to ride it out. So I started looking, and I thought, there's an obvious next move. I'll join a big tech company. It's time to talk to Google. It's time to talk to Yahoo. Maybe I'll move to California. But then I went to an industry conference, and I happened to talk to these two Australians. And they worked for this company called News Limited, and they were investing in their digital team. And I'll admit there was a little bit of wine involved. They kept telling me how busy they were, and I made a joke about coming to help them. They looked me in the eye and they said, "Are you serious?" And we kept talking, and a couple of months later, I had a one-way plane ticket. And that was beginning of 2008. Fast forward to now, it's been a great run. It's been 8 years, 5 years at News Limited, doing digital deals and strategy, really learning all about this industry. And then I left, took some time off, did a bit of consulting, and one of my clients, it's this company called 12 Week Body Transformation, decided they needed a 2IC, and that actually sounded like it might be a little bit of fun. And so I took the role 2 years ago, and I've decided I love working in a small company. I now work in a company in Surrey Hills of 50 people. I wear jeans to work, and I have loads of fun. I am literally thousands of miles from Wall Street, and I wouldn't have it any other way. It may sound like it's all been a bit random, And it may sound like there was no plan, but when I look back on it, I'm actually able to see quite a clear pattern. And the pattern that I see is that the skills that I've used and the impact that I've had, the natural inclinations I've had, have actually been really consistent. I love new environments. I love change. I love leading people through change. I love moving to new countries and trying new environments. I've also found a natural home in this very interesting space that sits between operations and strategy, where you're reading the signals, but you're helping people figure out what to do. And I really do enjoy working with people of all different backgrounds. And when I look at it that way, things start to make a lot more sense. Those roles with all those components actually have incredible meaning for me. It's a very personal decision, but the work that I enjoy is work that helps people work together and reach goals together and get big things done. It actually doesn't matter that it's in a small digital company in Surrey Hills. That's not the important part at all. So I would say if you're feeling a little bit uncertain or a little bit nervous about those plans that you're going to be working on in the future, I would say don't stress about it too much, because, and don't try to be too specific, because the reality is there's a very real chance you're going to get it very, very wrong. You won't know what the perfect answer is. Instead, what I would ask you to do and advise that you do is focus on what you're good at, know what skills are your really best skills, know what skills you want to use and what impact you'd like to have. Think about the environments where you do your best work. Think about the type of people that motivate you. Make sure you've got a really handle on that, and then get out there. Go out and meet people. Start conversations. Leverage your classmates. They're the best resource you've got. Leverage the alumni. There are 150,000, as you just heard. You're part of an awesome network. Be in the middle of conversations, and something really amazing will cross your path. You have to have a little bit of faith in that. I personally haven't regretted a single one of my moves. I didn't see most of them coming, but each one did feel right at that time. I didn't quite understand sometimes how it would work out or why it worked out. Now, I still don't have a 5-year plan. I've given up. My parents have stopped asking me. But I am a lot more confident now about the decisions I make, and I'm much more confident that it's all frankly working out just fine. Now, I will say one word of caution to this side of the room, and acknowledging this side of the room. You do have to go out and get a real job, and you do have to pay the rent. So you can't just chuck out that idea of making a plan. But relax a bit, enjoy it. Enjoy the unexpected and the twists and turns. That's the best part. Certainly enjoy the ride. You've certainly earned that opportunity. I'd like to thank you very much for letting me come here and join you today. It is a great honor, and congratulations.
Well, graduates, I'm sure you'll agree that was an excellent occasional address. That was a fascinating account of a fascinating career and life, and there was some really great advice there too. You will, during the course of your life and career, hit a few potholes. Not everything will be smooth sailing, but there's always advantages to be taken, even in adversity. I think there's very little doubt that nearly all of you will end up doing things in 10 or 20 years' time that you never anticipated today. So it is important to have those initial plans, but never ever be worried about changing them midway through. Sue, once again, thank you very much for your occasional address, and I think Sue deserves another great round of applause. Well, graduands, we now come to the key part of the ceremony, the reason we're here, and that's the conferring of degrees. And I have to be honest and tell you, it's the one part of the ceremony that makes me just a trifle nervous, because the Chief Justice of New South Wales told me some years ago that if I conferred a degree on someone who was not eligible to get it, there wasn't much I could do to take it back. So I need an absolutely ironclad assurance from our Deputy Vice-Chancellor and Registrar, Deirdre Anderson, that none of you were ever late in submitting an assignment, none of you ever missed a class, and that you're all eligible otherwise to graduate today. Deirdre, can you please give me that assurance?
Chancellor, I certify that all the candidates being presented here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of Academic Senate for the degrees and diplomas they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admission to degrees and to diplomas please stand?
That's you, believe it or not. Graduands, in the name of the Council of Macquarie University and by my authority as Chancellor, I admit each of you present and those who are absent to the degrees and diplomas for which you have qualified. Graduates, congratulations.
Will you please be seated? Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Business and Economics. The Faculty of Business and Economics is the largest faculty at Macquarie University and in fact one of the largest in Australia. A broad range of programs in some of the most exciting, topical areas of business and economics are offered and continue to be in high demand domestically and internationally. Graduates have recorded employment levels and starting salaries well above the average for all Australian business schools. Research in this faculty is cutting edge and innovative and feeds into teaching, giving students the best possible learning experience. This faculty includes research and study areas in accounting, actuary studies, applied finance, economics, management and marketing. Chancellor, I now call on Professor Anne Ross-Smith, Associate Dean of the Faculty of Business and Economics, to present the graduates. Professor Ross-Smith.
Chancellor, I present to you the graduates from the Faculty of Business and Economics whom you have admitted to degrees. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance with Bachelor of Commerce Professional Accounting, Felita Wang Sa. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance with Economics, Alicia Zhang Yi Chan. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with Bachelor of Arts Psychology, Aisha Tahir Rana. I present graduates admitted to the Bachelor of Arts, Wei Hung. Natalie Karuve. I present graduates admitted to the Bachelor of Commerce, Tina Chan. Yosis Choi. Alison Layla Earl. Miriam Ebed. Hui Swan Emma Kathleen Falzon. Guoqian Pham. Joshua Lee Robert Freeman. Peggy Fung. Bianca Garlow. Samuel Gannon. Ji Yu Gao. Chi Jin Ge. Pradeep George. Aidan Gersmeyer. Lana Garib. Joshua Nathaniel Go. Kristen Gillies. Isabel Raleigh Glastonbury. Matthew James Guba. Yu Yuan Gu. Aiguan. Jessica Gunawan. Ya Ching Guo. Minju Ha. James Halab. Lin Han. Natasha Christine Hannah. Bo Yu Hao. Victoria Louisa Mary Hardman. Nicholas James Harper. Arif Wibowo Hatono. Nikita Hatzitheodoru. Jason Allen Hayward. De Chuan He. Xiao Jun He. Samuel Ye Wai Ho. Ying Shun Ho. Daniel Hodge. Setanit Hong. Haley Hornitsky. Rachel Min-Loon She. Li Fu Hua. Jia Huang. Liang Na Huang. Peja Huang. Yirin Jimmy Huang. Cassandra Hudson. Sorry. Chek Hin Hui. Tsuhai Alex Hung. Xiao Yu Ho. William Syria Husudu. Feng Hong Kok Huyn. Sam Hyman. Ka Ho Ip. Nikita Jaswani. Abdullah Javed. Lu Min Ji. Tian. Nice name. Tian Jiang. Hemi Zhu. Sansing Zhu. Priscilla Elvina Giuliani. Byongjin Zhang. Chi Chong Khan. Su Jing Kang. Dinita Kaucha. Sarah Kadem. Ashna Koshla. Josephine Twee Kidd. Bomi Kim. Ji-won Kim. Teresa Sinta Kitono. Nicholas Cohn. George Koutsabaris. Anna Maria Stina Kunari. Hanson Kwan. Erin Giuliani Lukman. Timothy Demas Chayatono. Michael Kevin Wirawan. Myra Lon Yam Yin. Jo Vivi Olivia Yanardi. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Professional Accounting. Dan Warchin. Sophie Frederica Elsa Essa. George Enwia. You've got an easy one. Aidan Evans. Amanda Fadul. Yini Fan. Xu Feng. Aaron Filizardo. Yeah. Jiang Fang. Xu Meng Fang. Song Ya Feng. Kyle Ferreira. You're making me laugh. Suk King Fong. Simone Tony Freeman. Joshua Peter Fuller. Same as my husband. Graham Stephen Gardner. Ruth Fiona George. Chanwei Go. Yan Yang Gong. Andrea Guangte Sarmiento. Mang Fei Guan. Shui Guan. Fei Gui. Jong Sok Han. Barbara Hatziandrew. Xiao Wei He. Yu Tsong He. Jun Tao He. Alana Renee Hines. Po Yu Hling. Su Yi Hinin. Giop Hong. So-yeon Hong. Mei Tong Ho. Martin Huang. Sakai Huang. Tanya Tekla Hulik. Octavianus Harbi Hussein. Min Man Huyn. Rowini Ayenga. Anita Iyer. Arif Jamali. Min Jong Jang. Yining Jiang. Yinzi Jiang. Siyuan Jin. Monique Jordan. MD Abdul Kadir. Sana Safi Kakahel. Nahid Kakavand.
Chunhao Ken.
Chunhao. Thank you. Chunhao Ken. Georgie Kapchitz. Easy one. Katrina Elizabeth Kelton. Angus John Kerr. Luke Patrick Camis. Samet Kalish. Fanchi Kong. Sasha Sylvie Koczynski. Adam Koza. Easy. Adam Koza. Cindy Peshwan Kwan. Hansol Sin. Chris Putra Charadi. Wang Jia Wei. Cornelia Wivena Hushani. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Marketing and Media. Grant Angus. Emily Jane Barnier. Rachel Bradley. Catherine Alexis Brown. Joshua John Goff Cooper. Caitlin Elliott. Chanel Gabriel. Helen Greenhout. Kirsty Margaret Judges. Ryan Ma. Lachlan Murphy. Adriana Paula Paczynski. Rebecca Elizabeth Polman. Oh, God. Melanie Elizabeth Roy. Mattia? Is it Mattia? Mattia Simic. Heraclea Stratigos. Richard Alexander Swinton. Paige West. Nicola Whiteside. C.E. Liu. Oh, sorry, just missed out the degree. I present the graduate admitted to the Master of Commerce, C.E. Liu. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Dr. Xiaomeng Chen. Xiaomen's thesis is titled Analysts' Earnings Forecasts in Australia and Their Implications in the Extractive Industry. Dr. Esther Wei Yin Chung. Esther's thesis is titled Readability of Financial Reports and IFRS Adoption in Australia. Dr. M.D. Habib Uz Zaman Khan. He's left before I had a chance to read the title of the thesis out. So he's probably in a hurry to get his degree. So I'll read it. Examining factors influencing the use of multidimensional performance measures in the banking sector of a developing country, the case of Bangladesh. Chancellor, that completes this afternoon's presentation of graduates from the Faculty of Business and Economics.
Chancellor, I now call on Miss Adriana Panchensky, who has graduated today with a Bachelor of Marketing and Media, to give the graduate response on behalf of the graduating group. Ms. Panchensky.
Good afternoon, and what a great afternoon it is. Our 2015 graduation ceremony. All that hard work was worth it. Congratulations. Chancellor, members of the university, fellow graduates and guests. Standing here today, speaking on behalf of the 173 successful Macquarie University graduates, we say thank you for running this race with us. We've all written a speech the night before, at 3 a.m, while tweeting and Facebooking, YouTubing and Instagramming. Now that is true academia. Nonetheless, I've decided differently this one last time, I can promise you that. We are grateful to share this memorable day with you. Thank you to our mothers, fathers, grandparents, brothers, sisters, husbands, wives, children, tutors, friends, and everyone who contributes to this university. Your support was a momentous contribution to the successes leading to today. From a student's perspective, what do I think sets Macquarie University apart? Is it O Week, the biannual toga party, or the mysterious Blue Lake? It's the people, the students and staff that set this university apart, and the opportunities available. My fondest memory, and I know I share this with many fellow students, was the opportunity to study abroad in London. There's nothing quite like studying in the snow, exploring Paris and Dublin on the weekends, and the freedom of living away from home. We may be from the Faculty of Business and Economics, the future CEOs, CFOs and entrepreneurs. You know, the students in suits at lectures. But we're not there just yet. Parents, we might be needing your rooms and home-cooked dinners for a little while longer. Let's face it, university is challenging. It expands your capacity to deal with stress and ability to apply patience and skill. If you're not trying to finish statistics homework alongside a media essay and a marketing strategy plan, you're battling to find a car park at midday. Not easy. If you're not trying to organise a time to meet up with your group to finish a blue ocean strategy simulation game, you're in a queue for one of the ATMs on this campus, the ultimate test of patience. In conclusion, I honestly can say, and I speak on behalf of my fellow classmates, we are thrilled to be stepping into the workplace in 2015. There are many opportunities available and changing workspaces. For the Bachelor of Marketing and Media graduates, the blend of business and arts, the personalisation of brands, and the new avenues of jobs is a dream. I'm so excited to see where the Chanels, Heracles, Lachlan's and Helens of today will be in just a few years' time. We might be at the bottom of the ladder, but fear not, we will make it. I leave you with this, as some of us have already started our full-time roles and some are yet to find them. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. We are the ones with fresh minds and passions. Do not let anyone look down on you because you are young, but instead be the ones to set the example. Let's be innovative, passionate, and above all, let's enjoy our journeys after university. Think about it. No more short walks to classes in Y3A. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Adriana. I feel cheated. I didn't get to study in London and Paris when I did my degree at Sydney University. I think I might have to re-enrol in Macquarie. Well, Adriana, thank you very much for those reflections on your time at Macquarie, and I wish you all the very best for your future career in marketing and media, and I certainly hope that you'll maintain your association with Macquarie University. Congratulations on your degree and congratulations on a fine address. Thank you very much.
Orizzonte manca le parole. Sì, lo so che non c'è luce in una stanza quando ne manca il sole. Se non ci sei tu con me, su me partirò su navi per mari. Quando sei lontana, orizzonte manca le parole. Io sono, tu sei qui con me, tu mia luna, tu sei qui con me. Io sono, tu sei qui con me, con me, con me, con me. Time to And I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed her singing today, because I haven't heard her sing since last September. And in fact, I think it's worthwhile coming to our graduations just to hear Angela sing. It really is a delight. And by the way, you're very, very lucky that she was able to sing today. She did have a cold earlier in the week, and when Angela can't sing, I do the singing. I think Angela deserves another great round of applause. And so too do our fantastic musicians over there. On the trumpet, Melanie McLaughlin. And on the organ, Dr. James Forsyth. And the other people I'm sure you'd like to thank are some of our alumni volunteers who are sitting over there. I think there might be one or two over there who come along just to make sure that things go smoothly at your graduation. I'm sure you'd like to thank them as well. Well, graduates, this ceremony marks the end of one stage in your relationship with Macquarie University, but it is certainly not the end of your association with Macquarie. From today on, for the rest of your lives, you are part of the bigger Macquarie family, which is our alumni, and part of the network of 150,000 Macquarie alumni spanning the globe. We'll keep in touch with you through our alumni program, which is focused on lifelong learning, lifelong support, and lifelong connections. Our commitment to you is to help you keep in touch and engaged with Macquarie throughout your life. And please, graduates, do make sure that you come back to Macquarie, either to undertake more study, attend alumni events, or perhaps just to use our aquatic and fitness facilities. Now, graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges, but like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. Believe it or not, you, each and every one of you, can change the world. And you don't have to be a Nobel Prize winner either to do it, because almost everything you do, in your homes, in your workplaces, and in your communities matters and can make a huge difference. The consequences of every effort, every action, large or small, can reverberate throughout society through the decades, indeed the centuries. Even something as simple as a kind word or a kind gesture can often be the spark that ignites a great life or a great career or a great achievement. So as Chancellor of Macquarie University, I charge you to use what you have learned, not only for your own benefit, but also for the betterment of the community. I charge you to use the skills and knowledge you have acquired with rigour and integrity, and to commit yourselves to a program of lifelong learning and inquiry. I charge you to recognise the worth and dignity of all people, particularly those who have not had the opportunities that you've enjoyed. I charge you to set high goals and to continue the hard work that has brought you so far. I charge you, wherever you go, to go with all your heart. And in all you do, I charge you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. Graduates, I hope also that you'll always remember the people who have helped you along the way, many of whom, of course, are here with you today to celebrate. So to acknowledge their contribution and thank them for it, I'm now going to ask you to do a couple of things. Graduates, would you now please all stand? I'd like you now to put your degrees on the seats behind you so that your hands are free, and I'd like you to turn around to face your families and friends. And now I invite you to give them a mighty round of applause. Well, graduates, you can turn around now, but don't sit down because in a moment we will be leaving. Graduates, here on the dais behind me are representatives of our academic staff, and I'm sure you'd like to thank them as well for supporting you throughout your journey here at Macquarie. Well, ladies and gentlemen, shortly I will lead the official party through the centre aisle outside, and we will be followed by all of the graduates. I would then invite you all to follow us to join the academic procession down to the marquee, where we hope you will stay and enjoy some refreshments with us. Ladies and gentlemen, would you now all please stand, and please remain standing until the last of the graduates have processed out, and as I mentioned, I'd like you to join them through the centre aisle in the academic procession. Well, graduates, I wish you the very best for the future. And in the words of the old Irish blessing, may the road rise up to meet you, may the wind always be at your back, may the sun shine warm upon your face and rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Graduates, good luck. Thank you.